Hello everyone. So again Shikha this side from Technical Cloud Knowledge, and I'm back with another lecture on Linux. So as you can see, as I've already mentioned on my screen, that this is the lecture number 41, and today we will going to continue with the part 9 on storage management. So let me tell you one more thing, that in today's lecture we will going to see how we can create a snapshot of LVM data. So this is a very important lecture under the storage management topic. So for that I recommend you all that you should watch the entire video until the very end, so that you will not going to miss any important information regarding storage management and how to create a snapshot. Okay, so let's begin the lecture with the diagram first. So suppose this is your server which you have bought from the market, and over this you have set up a hard drive. So let me tell you what we are going to do first. So basically I'm telling you regarding the LVM concept first, that how we are creating a LV and how we are mounting up the data, okay, on the LVM. So the first thing which we will going to cover up under the LVM concept. Okay, so suppose you have set up a hard drive which is of 20 GB, and this hard drive name is SD. So under the LVM concept, what we were doing first, wait a minute. What we were doing, we are converting this hard drive into a PV by LVM concept. So this hard drive will be converted into a PV, and your PV is also of 20 GB, as you are directly converted this hard drive into a PV, so that's why it is of 20 GB. Now after that, creating a PV, after that we add up this PV into a volume group, which is also known as a container. Okay, so after that you will add this PV into a volume group VG, and it is also of 20 GB, because right now we have only set up a single PV here which is of 20 GB. That's why the size of the volume group is also 20 GB. But if you add up two or more PV into your volume group, then the size of your volume group would be get extended accordingly. Okay, so now we are able to create LV or partitions from this VG. So suppose I have created a LV of 1 GB. So we are able to create a LV from this volume group. Now it's time to format this LV. So suppose I'm formatting this LV with the file system known as ext2. Okay, so it is up to you, whatever be the file system extension you want to choose for your LV, you can take it as. Okay, after that what we will do, we will going to create a directory to mount up our LV. So suppose I'm creating a directory called cloud. Okay, now after that I will mount up my LV with this directory cloud. So basically the mounting process is here begins, because suppose whatever be the data is generated by the cloud directory is directly diverted to your LV1 partition. So that's why the mount up has been done. That's why you create a directory and mounting it up with your LV, so that the whatever be the data is generated by your cloud directory will directly goes into the LV1 partition. Okay, so that's how the LV get the data. Now let's assume your cloud directory has 100 files of data. Okay, so now this 100 files of data would directly be goes to your LV. Okay, so this data will directly goes to your LV. Now by mistake or by chance you have deleted, or by mistake it has wiped from by you, that your data has been wiped by you. Now what you will do, so basically what I'm saying, that suppose this is your LV. Okay, and under your LV it has amount 100 files of data. Okay, by mistake you have deleted this data or removed this data. Now what will happen, how will you get this data back? So how will you get it back? So at such type of situation, in some type of circumstances, it has been recommended that you should create a snapshot, that you should have a backup of it. So that's why the snapshot is being referred. Okay, so that's why we will also going to see how we can take the snapshot of our LVM data, so that if it is get removed, we can get the data back. Okay, so one more thing which I would like to discuss with you, that why LVM need a snapshot. So basically LVM snapshot is referred to as a space efficient snapshot. Okay, so space efficient means suppose if your LV, suppose this is your LV and which is of 1 GB. Okay, so it has been created under 1 GB. Okay, but when you create a snapshot of your LVM, so it will be generated under very less storage space. So let me take as an example 500 MB approx. Okay, so it will take that much very less space, so that's why it is recommended to create a snapshot. One more thing which I would like to discuss regarding the snapshot is that snapshot, if you create any snapshot for of your LVM data, but if you kept it for a long time, then it will eat a lot of space. It is okay that if you are creating a snapshot to save your data, to get your data back, but if you kept it for a long time, it will also eating a lot of space. Okay, when your like original volume storage space of your LV, if your original LV would get extended, so your storage space is also get extended accordingly. So if your LVM is get extended, your snapshot will also get extended. Okay, so that's how it happens. So it will eat a lot of space. That's why hence it is preferred that you should use backup option instead of using snapshot. If you are taking the backup, that's okay, but if you are creating snapshot and keeping it for a long time, that is not good. Okay, so I hope you are clear with that much regarding the theoretical part of the snapshot. Now let's move to its lab. Okay, so for moving for the lab, we need to open the VMware workstation, log in with the root user. So first we will going to execute the command lsblk. So here we can see there is a hard drive has already been set up on our system. Now the first thing which we will going to do is that we will going to convert this hard drive into a PV by using the LVM concept. So to create it into a PV, we need to execute the command called pv create and the hard drive name dev sdb. Okay, so we are able to create a PV. We can execute PVS command or PV display command to check it. So as you can see here in the output we get the PV. Now it's time to create a VG for this PV. So to create a VG we need to execute the command called VG create and the name of your VG and after that your PV name. So we are successfully able to create a VG. We can check VGS command to check the VG. Okay, so as you can see here, this is your VG name. It has one PV. Now it's time to create a LV as well. So we are going to create a LV by executing the LV create command and -L. So here I'm referring -L for size. So I'm saying 1 GB of LV should create and -N for the name. I'm saying its name should be LV1 and will create from the my VG volume group. Okay, so as I've already done some operations here, that's why it is saying me, asking me that the previous one of your LV would get wiped if you do not have any problem. Okay, so that's why I've said yes. Okay, so your volume, logical volume has also been created. You can check by executing LVS command. So see, okay, so that's how we are able to create PVS, VGS, LVS. All three has been created. Now we will going to format our LV with any of the file system. To format this with any of the file system, you need to execute the command mkfs dot your extension, your file system name. So I'm referring here ext2 and the name of your LV along with its path. So your LV is formatted. You can check by executing blkid command. So see here LV1 with the extension type ext2. Okay, now we will going to create a directory. So I'm creating a directory called cloud and then we will going to mount up our LV with this directory. So for that you need to execute this command, your LV name and the directory name. So we are easily able to mount up it with our cloud directory. We can check by df-h command. So see here. Okay, so we are able to mount it up. Now it's time to store some data under the directory called cloud. So for that we need to come under the cloud directory. Okay, now I am copying. So let's copy the etc directory data, whole data under our cloud directory. So we can check by executing ls command. So as you can see here, all the data of etc directory has been copied under the cloud directory. Now let's back. Okay, so that's how we are able to create the data. Now under cloud directory, you also need to create a snapshot as well. So to create a snapshot, you need to execute the command called lv create hyphen L. Here you need to define the size. So I'm here referring 500 MB of snapshot, hyphen S for the snapshot, hyphen N for the name. So I'm here referring new snap. Okay. And the which one? Dev myvg lv1 snap I want to take. So your logical volume new snap has been created. You can check by executing lvs command. So see here, this one is your lv1 which you have yet created, and the second one is your snap. Okay, so we are able to create a snapshot of our lv1. Now let's come to the home page. Now what we will going to do? So now we will going to unmount our lv1. So to unmount it, you need to execute the command unmount dev. But first, let's come under the cloud directory and delete the data as well by executing rm-rf and star. Now execute ls command. So whole data has been deleted. Now what we will going to do? We will going to restore our data by first unmounting our lv1. So to first unmount your lv. Okay, your lv has been unmounted. Now what you need to do? You need to execute the command lv convert hyphen hyphen merge dev myvg new snap. So basically by executing this command, what it will do, it will merge your lv1 and new snap along together, and it will create one lv, which is lv1. So just the time it is being merging, let's wait. So let's execute lvs command to check. So see, now we have only one single lv, which is lv1. Our snapshot has been merged with our lv. Okay, so that's how the process will begin. Now just do one thing. Just you need to inactive and active your lv so that the changes will get saved. So to get inactive your lv, you need to execute the command lv change hyphen an for inactive, and then you need to define the name of your lv along with the path 1. Now make it active. In the active option, what you need to do, instead of using hyphen an, here you will use hyphen ay, and the whole process would be the same, whole command would be the same. Okay, so your lv has been inactive and then active. Now what we will going to do, then now we will going to mount up it again with the cloud directory. Cloud. Okay, now execute df-h to check is our lv has been mounted or not. So now it has been mounted. We can come to the cloud directory to check the data has been restored or not. See here. Okay, so that's how we can restore the data. So I hope you are clear with that much. So now, so basically this is the lecture. I hope you found this lecture very helpful, and we'll meet soon with another lecture on Linux, and stay tuned with me for more updates and upcoming videos on Linux. Thanks for watching.